Hello, this is Comrade Rent, and again, thank you for watching. So I'm gonna be talking about Griffith from the Berserk line from Studio Prime1. And it's something that, again, it's a new for my channel, but I'm gonna be continuing with this format a little bit better. So as you see down below, this is the description of the statue. And as you see the picture over here, this is basically every pictures, and the exclusive are down below next to the description. So let's talk about it. Let's discuss the what it's need to be discussed and a couple of problems that arose with this statue in the forums and something that I want to address because I'm full in the Berserk line and I'm already invested, so it kind of concerns even me. And I'm going to be addressing this statue basically. So first of all, it looks amazing. Okay, the base, yeah, it's Prime 1. Okay, it's Prime 1. I love Prime 1 when it comes to the details and how they do. And the statue, what you see in the picture, is actually what you get. So that's already awesome and even better. And I'm really happy to see this statue, but it has some problems and we need to discuss those problems. First of all, the sizes of the editions. The regular edition size is $700, 700 edition size, and it's gonna be costing you $1,000 each statue. The exclusive version gonna be edition size of 400. It's gonna be costing you $1,030, and what you get with the exclusive is, as you see down below, is one Beherit with a stand. Now this exclusive is something that you actually can pass on. It's not really, the Beherit is not too strongly, you can pass on it, okay? But I'm telling you now this because I'm gonna base this idea of pass it in the future of the discussion. The price is, I think, a little bit off, kind of weird. First of all, if you compare the Guts statue, that is $1,000, even the Zod statue, it's bigger, much bigger, and the details there are higher. Like the guts looks really complicated. It has a lot of creature guts and the paint job. This looks like a little bit easier statue to create. Doesn't look that complicated, and the price is the same as guts. So that's kind of a little bit, a warning side or a red flag that I think people should consider a little bit. But I'm okay with the price. I'm already invested in the line, and I know plus or minus that everyone gonna be costing the close to $1,000. It's kind of feels a little bit something greedy is developing in this situation. In this, it feels something. I feel it. Maybe you not, but $1,000 for a smaller statue, weird. Anyway, we are accustomed to it. Prime One, especially if you're invested in it, Prime One kind of holds you by the balls. When it comes to the exclusive, there is huge problem. As you see on the side, there is another exclusive with the portrait. As it's exclusive only for Prime 1 Studio site. Now the problem is not the site itself. It's the delivery pricing and the taxing that people gonna be paying. Especially when it comes to USA customers. Europe, we're kind of accustomed to it. With all the respect, but the Europe voice is much lower than the USA voice, because there's much more people in the USA that collect statues, and they collect because they have lower delivery prices, and because Sideshow, let's say, in their own country, they don't pay taxing in that high payment. I pay around 20% taxing plus something like 10% from that, even a little bit more for handling and delivering. So I even pay for that in my country, and it's kind of fuck up. But what now happens is Prime One Studio made the portrait that is one of the most and they know it, and the collectors, the world of collectible, portrait is an important as fuck item, and it's not arguable. Portrait is really important to collectors. Basically, we got accustomed, even I got accustomed that Sideshow or even Prime1, when they're selling their exclusive, the exclusive usually comes with a portrait, a different portrait. Joker had a different portrait, Batman, Witcher, everyone had an exclusive with a different portrait. That was the exclusive. And usually if there was not exclusive, we got different exclusive that didn't have connection to the portrait. But we never had things like Prime1 exclusive studio that we lose money from it. Lose money. Money, losing it. The problem is here is they changed the attitude. And the attitude is now, fuck you as a customer, we want to make the profit. Basically, because the company is selling their statue through Sideshow, they're giving a cut to Sideshow because it been sold from their site. And what they did couple of times of couple of statues is lure the customer or the people that are fan of Prime1 to buy from Prime1 studio is to give small exclusive items that doesn't really, too much, but they're exclusive to their site. They don't really affect the statue that much. And it didn't have that value, that strong value. And what they did now, they put the portrait, the most valuable item for collectors, in their Prime1Studio.com site, exclusive for their site, making it a little bit more out of reach for the USA customers. Same for the Europe, let's say, customer. But it's kind of unfair. No matter how you look at it, it's greedy. I think it's a really greedy move. I understand it's about profit, and companies are always about profit. But I'd had the impression that Prime1 is studio of the customer. That they're making great statue because they are artists. They're making the best statues. They deliver it really good packaged. Everything is amazing. I felt the love. I fell in love because of this. With Prime1. The quality, the attitude, how they deliver it, and how they treat. Another portrait is an exclusive. Another this is an exclusive. Amazingly done base. Everything is fine here. And now the switch. And it's kind of shocking because most of the customers for Prime1, the bigger customers, are from USA. USA has the biggest pool of customers. USA are the one that buying most of those statues. And now what you did, it's basically USA is accustomed to get a portrait or an exclusive. And some small item like the Barret, as you see here, is a fine fit for the Prime1Studio.com site. It's a fine luring system. But here's the difference. People are already invested in the Berserk line. And somebody that, if I was in the USA and I had the same situation, I would be fucking pissed. I know that I probably wouldn't have even an option. I would definitely go and buy it from Prime1Studio.com because I want the portrait. It's an important item. And it's really important item. And this is how they're, understand the business perspective of Prime1. This is how they're luring the customer to buy from them. And they're not going to be paying this fee for Sideshow. They want people to buy from their site. Yeah, no problem. I don't think collectors have problems with that. They have problems with that fucking expensive delivery, fucking expensive taxing, fucking expensive FedEx motherfuckers. I hate FedEx. One of the problems that I consider not ordering this statue is FedEx. FedEx are disgustingly bad when it comes to statues. So there's huge problem. It's fucking everyone in the USA and getting them to the level of the Europe. Yeah, European we kind of suffer it long time because we bought it from Sideshow and it's in the USA, so we paid higher price delivery plus taxing. The USA did not have this problem, so they were not heard or not voiced. And the European community is smaller, so our voices is weak. So we didn't get it really addressed. Now the USA has the same problem as we have. Delivery and taxing, higher delivery and higher taxing. It's not fair for them to get it. It's not fair for the USA customer, because of you wanted to make more profit, for them to lose more money, much more money, and they're the biggest customer you have, for a fucking portrait. Why? And it's not even fair for the European people, as I've seen in the forum, saying, yeah, we failed it. Okay, we failed it. It's our problem. Why the fuck they should have the same problem? I don't want them have that problem. That's why I'm pissed. That's why I'm crying, let's say. But they should not have the same problem. They should not feel this money lost, especially when it comes to a hobby. And the line that they're already into fully. It's weird. It's not good. You know, if you're having a problem and you're in shit, don't pull your friend into the shit. Don't do it. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. So I don't like that. You know, I've seen people in the forum. Yeah, that's how Europe. Yeah, that's how we feel. But why the fuck they should feel this? I don't want somebody else to suffer like me. It's stupid. And this attitude is bad. It's really bad for the USA customer. Now they're gonna be paying much higher delivery prices. Plus, they're gonna be paying taxes, more taxing, because it's not in the same country. It's outbroad, and that's a fuck up. And I understand the voices of the USA people, and I think it's fair for you, and you should be loud as you can. You should be loud and asking to get this portrait as an exclusive. You deserved it. You already invested the line. You made the money. You made this company. You gave him the profit. Basically, the USA is the one that's responsible for Prime1 success. All the Megatrons that you bought, all the Transformers or the Berserks line and the Witcher. Most of it is USA. Most of it is USA. So, you know, and they got accustomed to the idea of portrait as an exclusive. I am sure as fuck the USA people or the one that collect there can pass on the Beherit. They can pass on it. They won't be able to pass on the portrait though. So now you like, this is a stink move. This is a outrageous move. I think it's disgusting from Prime1 to do this kind of thing. And it's just because you don't understand maybe Prime1. Like, you actually got people accustomed. I understand you want to make a profit, but it shows that you're not a company that supports the collectors, love the collectors, and the biggest group that buys from you, you're just gonna be pissing them off now because you want to make a little bit more profit. Make the exclusive edition with the portrait $100 more, and people are gonna buy it. Sure as fuck they're gonna buy it. Believe me, I'm sure about it. Even in the USA. And make the European, let's say the one from your studio, $100 less. Sounds ridiculous. The USA gonna be paying at least a small fee, but they're not gonna be paying the outrageous number of delivery price plus the taxing. Why do you put them at the same level as the Europe one? It's unfair. It's really unfair. That's problem number one. I think, and I even encourage Prime1 to go for the attitude of the customer and not for the one that you just want to make profit. That's why you're holding by the balls and trying to sell it from your, because this item is really important. This should be the exclusive. The portrait should be the exclusive. The Beherit should be your Prime1Studio.com exclusive item. That's what should be. That's how we even got accustomed to. And changing this attitude is really bad. And especially me, I'm invested in the line fully. I'm invested in it. And now it's kind of like, I'm thinking, I don't want to get to the point that I'm thinking, fuck that line. Some people will say, fuck this line, I'm canceling it because of this attitude. And that's a problem. It's a one step to the wrong direction. And it should be addressed, spoken about. And I don't feel that the portrait should be in the, in your shop. It should be as an exclusive for everyone. Then you're treating everyone fairly. And USA gets, their portrait. It's an important item. And you know it, Prime1 Studio, if you're watching this, you know it. And the collectors that watching me now, you know it. It's an important item. That's how I feel. I have to have this portrait, so I'm gonna be buying from Prime1 Studio. But just think about it. If we are now doing this, they're gonna be doing it more and more. You're gonna be seeing every item. The USA we're gonna be seeing it. It's like microtransaction. You just needed to agree on it once, and that's it. And it's flying away. This is a problem, and I think it's need to be addressed in the forums. But there's another problem when it comes to the forums. The group of Prime1 is shutting down every reasonable conversation. They're just shutting it down. They don't want to address it. They don't want to talk about it. And this statue doesn't have only the portrait problem, but it's kind of connected, because a lot of people having problem with the fucking face. The face doesn't feel good. Something is off with the face. Something is off with the face. I tried to like it. I really did. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe manga, this. Something is still off. And people want you to just change it a little bit. Help. But it's already so far in the production. Probably, because you painted it and already up for pre-order. It's probably late to change and do the changes. But telling this and addressing this like this, telling, listen, it's already up in the product, we cannot stop it. Okay, reasonable. And people already give you the answers. No problem. I don't like the face. At least we're gonna have the portrait with the helmet. I'll put him like this. I'll display with the helmet. And then you come and put it in your site, making it harder to reach, and with the more loss of money, just to get more profit for yourself. In my head, I'm like, did you make the face ugly on purpose just to sell the fucking portrait on your site? It feels like it, somehow. I don't know why, but I'm addressing the problem. So the face is, like in the front, the face is amazing. Look at this. It looks really nice when you look at him in the front. But once you start looking at him in the side, like, what? It's fucking Smiggle. Something is off. And the hair looks like a plastic. It looks like plastic. It doesn't, the law of physics doesn't work like that. Why the fuck the hair is hovering? Why the fuck there's no more shading in this hair? Shade it a little bit more. Make it not hover. It's hovering. How the fuck the hair is hovering? I don't get it. It pisses me off. Look at how beautiful he looks like now. And look how ugly he looks like now. Look at this. It's fucking Smiggle. I try to love it, but I just can't. I just can't. It pisses me off for those reasons alone. So now the face is not good, and a lot of people wanted a solution, and the solution was or to change it, or to come up with the discussion, or to get a different portrait that they were expecting to have as an exclusive. And you did 360 as a company. As some company that I had the feeling that you love the customers, you're trying to make the best statue there is and to please the customer, the one that paying you money. Instead, you went to the route of, not really, we want to make a profit more, and we care more about the profit than the customer. Because now what you did with this exclusive and Prime1 exclusive is you fucked the USA customer, made them in the same level of Europe, they're gonna be paying much more, you hold them by the balls because this is like the fourth statue, and if somebody is already invested in the line, they'll have to get it from your Prime1 site, especially because you know how much we wanted this portrait. You can see it in the forums. A lot of people wanted the fucking portrait. and you knew it and you used it as something, a leverage for buying it from your side to make more profit, and that's not fair for the customers. If you're a custom somebody, if you're working in the same line, you just want it better. The Beharit should be your Prime1 studio exclusive. The portrait should be exclusive for everyone. First of all, a lot of people don't like this face and don't want to have the portrait. You don't address the face problem, and you fucked with the portrait. You fucked people with the portrait situation. I'm happy. I'm Europe. I'm gonna be paying $100 more. Like that's the difference for me. So I'm okay with that. But think about the USA side. The biggest customers out there is USA. Some people maybe gonna be just canceling this because this is not how you should treat your customers. The biggest customer. And okay, so Europe suffer for it sometimes, but I don't think the USA should suffer for it. So there's two problems that I'm addressing now. Problem number 3 is the payment problem. So the payment problem is really annoying me too. I have a tight payment, I have a tight budget, and I need to move it. What Sideshow allowed me to do is to move it, not even move it, but what they did, they getting a release date of the statue, and they start charging the payment 8 months before the statue is up. So what it allows me, or allowed me, is, let's say now I have Guts on my order, I finish Guts payment, and I enter Guts armor payment. So it's smooth, it fills my budget. What you, in your site, especially because I'm now have to buy from your site, the option is buy it and you start the payment right away. It's kind of weird because I'm closing the payment. Let's say I finish the payment and I wait another year to get the statue. It's weird and it doesn't align with my budget. It fucks my budget. It just another $100 to your budget every time. That's not how it's supposed to work. Sideshow is easier, and you even fuck this when it comes to USA customers. Yeah, you can do a different situation. You just can put the deposit and the rest of the payment pay on the delivery day. So if you know where the delivery day, you can go to Sideshow and check the dates there of the payment plan and make your own payment plan. And let's say put $100 to the side each, 100 to the side each time, and you make your own payment, or let's say payment, and once you're done with it, you just can pay the full price. So there is an option to overcome this obstacle, but still it's kind of an obstacle. It's kind of an obstacle. I don't think that payment should be as told as I think. It should not be like that. I think you should do it reasonable for people with the tighter budget to do it like that. Not doing it like that is basically giving the other option is, yeah, pay the deposit and make your own side budget, and like kind of keep up with it alone, and then pay the full price. Kind of it's just discomfortable. It's a little bit discomfortable, not too big of a problem, but again, we're talking about USA that suffers the most of it, and it's a little bit harder for people that have tight budget to even think about it. Unfortunately, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be paying you the deposit, and I know I have $1,200 in a couple of time to pay, so I'll schedule my my budget, but I'll definitely check out Sideshow budget and how their timing is to compare it, so I'll know at least the release date, because I fucking don't know the release date now, and I'll kind of like smooth the payment based on that. That's option, but still kind of better if you would have give us this option alone automatically, without me making my own budget and splitting it and putting it on the side. It's a little bit problematic, and I'll be happy if you could do it, but it's kind of a problem. So those basically the problems for me. The exclusive is a really fuck up. I think, for a lot of people. The face, you should address it, and acting like a little kid and blocking the conversation is really disgusting. You could actually address it by saying, listen, it's already up, we cannot change it, we need to push this, it's soon to pre-order. Listen, even that can be changed because people are really patient. The community just want to have the best statue. That's what everyone just want to have, the best statue, to have fun with it, and that's my honest opinion. So I rumbled a lot, and I think this is an important subject with the Griffith and the Berserk line. I hope you like this. I hope you continue with the conversation. I think we should give a stand, a little bit stronger stand when it comes to this statue. I'm gonna be buying it because I'm in the Berserk line. I definitely, I'm happy that Femto gonna be probably amazing. Just don't do another Femto, some fuck up exclusive. Probably gonna have the Demon maybe as exclusive from Femto. We'll see. But just don't give it to important items like a fucking portrait. Like really, it's a shitty move. And yeah, I think it's something that we need to address, to push it a little bit and make a statement about this. Um, I don't know really what to do. If you're already invested in it, you kind of already hold it by the balls, and that's unfortunate, but that's the reality. It's definitely better to get this statue from Prime1 Studio because the portrait is there, and the portrait is gonna be the most important item. Especially for me, I don't like the face, and they're not addressing it. They're not gonna be changing it probably, and I wanna display him with the portrait. I don't wanna have his face here. It will be much nicer if they would not, block and act like a kids to this conversation and actually do changes and help with the portrait. And the best option is to let your wallet vote. That's how it works. And if you're but this is a difficult situation, and I think it's a kind of disgusting situation. This is really unfortunate, and if I'll see something again like this happening more and more, um, I'm gonna be changing my opinion about Prime1. I'm gonna be definitely changing my opinion, and maybe even canceling the lines and fuck it. It happens. If I'll see something more outrageous like this, because as a company, they should work on this and try to lure the customers, but not like this. This is kind of sneaky. This is greedy, sneaky. I don't like this idea. The conversation about the face and changes should be open, and you should give us the opportunity to express. People are expressing and want the change for the face because they love the statues. They love the line. They want it to be great. That's the only thing they want. And yeah, I'm invested, so I'm gonna be buying it, but it's your decision alone. And this is not something that I'm gonna be saying worth it or not worth it. It's collectible world is a little bit different. For somebody, some shitty statue for me is a gold for somebody else. So there's no way, thinking about it. But I wanted to address this conversation, to open it up, and yeah, go talk about it in the forums. Get your voice heard. This shit should not happen again, really. And if it's happened again, we having a problem, especially the customers. I don't think we should, customers from USA should not get the exclusive portrait because it's now almost $300 more to get it. That's not nice. That's greedy. Damn, just up the price on the sideshow if you're so far, they can up the price on the sideshow for $100 more, and it's gonna be even still better than getting it from here. Again, I think this portrait should be the exclusive and not the Beharit. The Beharit should be as a prime1studio.com item. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great and amazing day, and I'll see you around.